Hey there, Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. Is more really better? There's a question for you, right? So here's the reason that I've been thinking a lot about this. You may or may not know I purchased a Peloton bike a couple of months ago, and I've been riding pretty regularly as part of this new sort of health and fitness regime that I started actually back in 2019, and just decided that I had a bike and I wanted to replace it, so I bought this Peloton, and I love it. For me to say I love something related to cardio is pretty amazing. But here's the point. As I'm riding, there's a lot of online Facebook groups and a lot of support and different things. And as I'm in some of these groups, I'm seeing people who want to have a personal best every time they ride. I'm watching people who are talking about, just crushing these rides and riding all out and having puddles of sweat under their bike, and how disappointed they are that they didn't set a new personal best. And it's amazing. Like, it's always push, 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 right? It's always like, kill yourself. I almost fell off the bike, and comments like, I can't walk, and I almost threw up. I mean, it's like, wow. And it brought out to me. So as an exercise scientist, my thing is, like, you can't train like that all the time. You're gonna overtrain. You're gonna have injuries. Athletes don't train all out every single workout, right? So it got me to thinking a lot about how we do the same thing in business, right? We're always reaching for the next thing. We don't talk about and celebrate our victories. We just push on to the next thing. We push through the next wall. We go harder, harder, faster, faster, more, 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 right? Hustle, hustle, hustle. And look, I'm a big proponent of hustling and getting things done. So that's not the point. The point of the matter is that in business, in life, in fitness, in whatever it is that you're talking about or looking at, you can't go all out all the time. You can't. You can't. No, very few times do you see somebody setting a new personal record every time they run a race, every time they get, behind their sport. You can't do that in your business either. Can you have a lot of victories? Absolutely. Can you have a lot of wins? Absolutely, because you get to determine what that is, right? What is a win, and what a win isn't for you. But here's my point. If you're out there grinding it and all those crushing it and all those words that sometimes get used, I want you to step back and really think about, how do you feel? Are you tired? Are you exhausted? Right? I mean, is it still fun? I mean, look, winning for me is fun. And winning, the thing I love about that is I get to decide what winning is in my business, right? And so you get to set that parameter of fun. But all of that being said, you still need downtime. You still need time off. You need your time for your brain and your body to rejuvenate. Somebody put a post up in one of the Peloton groups the other day that they had ridden every day last year. 365 days you exercise. That's not even good for your body. I mean, and there are people who will tell you, oh, it's fine, right? And if you do active rest days and all this, but you can't go all out in your life, in your business, in any piece or aspect, in your marketing, right? The good news for us is that we can set things up in our business and in our marketing that are automated. And so it allows us not to have to go all out all the time, right? So the systems that we put in place, the leverage that we have when we're scaling our business with team, with technology, with, all sorts of other things, is helpful, right? Because you can have ads running and you're not doing any work, because you did the work once, right? But unfortunately, fitness isn't like that. You can't do the work. You can't work out once and expect it's going to last. So I just really want you to think about this idea of, are you working, 6-7 days a week? Are you working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, every single week, every single year? And how long have you been doing that? I will tell you that there's this almost this like pride in people saying, I'm working 80 hours a week, 7 days a week. Okay, well, eventually that's going to crash. You're going to crash. You can't sustain that over the long term. Maybe you can when you're 20 and 30, but when you get to be, 40, 50, it's tough. And so, what you have is the moment. What you have is now. And so don't miss out on the now because you're chasing some carrot. You're chasing something that you don't know is there, right? You're pushing so hard in this area, in this thing we call business, that you forget about the rest of your life, right? You forget about family and friends and your health and all of those things. So again, when is enough enough? And look, I'm competitive and I love the chase as much as anybody. But at some point, you've got to really think about, what are you sacrificing, if you are. And by the way, this doesn't give you the opportunity now to just be lazy and not do things. That's not what this is about either. So, that being said, if you'd like to find out ways to leverage, ways to have income coming in, how would you like to know at the beginning of every month that you had $5, $6, $10, $50,000 coming in or more, and it was there every single month? That would take a lot of this driving and doing and more thing away, wouldn't it? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about May 7th and 8th at coursesandcontinuity.com. That's my spring event, and I'm going to be doing a lot of case histories. We're going to walk away with either the outline for your continuity plan and or the outline for a course, and that's kind of the emphasis behind this. And I've got case histories. Check it out. Go to coursesandcontinuity.com. You can see a lot of continuity and course case studies there of people who have developed things relatively quickly and made a lot of money, and it consistently over time. It's not a one-time shot, which I think is really important as it relates to this whole idea of when is enough, right? When you like to as Ron Popeil would say, set it and forget it. And that's a lot of what you can do both with online courses and certainly with continuity income. So check it out. Go to coursesandcontinuity.com. May 7th and 8th. I would love to see you right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Until next time, make it a great day. I'm Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com.